My name's Laura and I have severe depression with psychotic symptoms, and this is my boyfriend.
Hello.
Nahum.
When did you realise you were having problems with your mental health?
I think I realised when I was 7, 8 years old, realising that I could hear these voices which I thought were normal for everyone to have. I felt terrified because I just thought when you think everyone else has the same thing as you just think it's a normal thing, I can get on with my life. But when you realise then it's something different, you start to question yourself.
What then led you to talk to somebody about it?
I got to the stage when I was 15 years old where I was too scared I wasn't coping, and I knew that if I didn't talk to someone that I would not be here now. And so I had to talk to my mum because it was the only thing I had left to do. Talking to my mum was the most scariest thing I've ever done, but it was so supportive and I can't believe the amount of support my mum gave me. So although I was terrified and I felt worn out afterwards, it was like a positive experience in some sense.
How did you feel about talking to me about it for the first time?
Absolutely terrified. It felt like as soon as we kind of got together and I told you, I felt like we were just going to break up because you weren't going to be happy with me having these experiences.
To me, it was just another facet of life, you know, another aspect of one's character, which makes you the person as you are and the person who I fell in love with. Each of us has problems, each of us has obstacles which we must get over. Some of them mental, some of them physical, as happens to everyone. You know, it's just a thing.
You're really good at helping me.
What are the different reactions you have had when you've told people about your mental health?
Multiple different types of reactions. Most of the time it's been supportive. You know, most people I've spoken to just sat down with me, have a cup of tea, you know, talk to me. They just understood where I was coming from. But then I also had, you know, I've had mixed reactions. So some people weren't that considerate. It knocks you down. It makes you feel kind of worthless. The situations I was faced with before, when I've told people about my mental health, has just made me feel like, why do I even bother? But then you get the positive people who just make you feel stronger and make you want to continue living and continue sort of like fighting in that sense, my mental health kind of thing. The worst case I ever experienced was probably my ex. I've always, even now, over a year after being discriminated by him, I'm absolutely petrified of him. Some of the things he said to me was basically never to be a mother, because he felt sorry for whoever I brought into this world, and he just made me feel so low, you know. And he also said basically he felt sorry for whoever knew me. I kind of believe what he said, and even now, still get affected by it, as you can tell. I think talking to you has made our relationship stronger to some extent because we understand each other more as people. And so I feel like, oh gosh, you know, this is going to destroy our relationship we've got. But then you come up to me and say, you know, I'm never going to leave you and always going to accept you for what you have. And if you have an attack or something, then I'm not going to leave you because of that. Yeah, just having someone there to talk to. You know, us being in a relationship, just giving you a hug and just makes so much a difference.
We are now living in an era, if you will, where mental health is supposed to become sort of parity with physical illness. And unless you talk about it, then it's never going to happen. If you're going to treat them equally, then talking about it is the first step.
I understand that talking did save me in the end of the day. Mental illness, you may not see it, but it's there. You don't see stomachache, doesn't mean you judge someone. So you shouldn't judge someone for having mental health problems. The way to end it is to accept that, you know, just because they have these conditions doesn't mean they're any different to you and me or anyone else. So you should really be accepting and understanding.